It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Good evening, model citizens. Welcome to Trains and Tech. My name is Heath. Tonight we're going to play with some lions and with some bears and deal with all of you in chat. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody is welcome. Glad to see everybody here. For those of you that don't know, Dwight, I'm talking to you. The title of the show is Trains and Tech, for lack of a better term. So I've got a poll going tonight, and I very carefully feel like I chose all of probably your most likely chosen answers as the answers for the poll. So the poll tonight is Trains and Tech your favorite live stream on all of YouTube? Choose the one that's closest, but I'm pretty sure that I've got all of the various options covered for you to choose from tonight. So thanks for being here. Let's take a quick look, see who some of the people are that are in the house tonight. We've got Mr. Adam Cruz topping off the list. Andy Estep is here. Anthony Dodge, the Model Train Outsider. Awesome America Model Railroading, who is no longer a criminal. We've got Cameron from Caboose 121. Don Head's in the house. Dwight Curley's here as well. John Arthur, welcome to the show. John Trained BFGR. John 2618, who's joining us Sunday, not this Sunday, but Sunday the 22nd in Strasbourg. We've got Lynn McCurdy in the High Desert Modular Model Railroad Club. Marty M is here. Norman Rowe is here. Art from PDR Engineer in the house. I missed an R. I usually say too many R's, and tonight I missed an R. Ray Ron VR is here. Robert Darby's in the house. Roger Coleman. Roy. Now I wanted to call him Ray Elton again. Roy Elton's in the house. Shays and Scale, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a little bit. The High Plains Railroads here is Thomas Grossi's in the house. Pappy Trigoglin driving all over Ohio for me. Check out his video. He picked up the circus stuff. The circus stuff is on its way. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my live stream from Sunday, or check out Pappy from Trigoglin's video. And we've got Steven from Wigwag Workshops here. Oh, K&R Custom Models, welcome. Haven't seen you in a little bit as well. Hope the man cave is going well. Thanks so much for being here. I apologize if I missed anybody, but I really do appreciate everyone being here. Yeah, he says it's in play. That's for sure. Bill says tech is really not my strength, but I learned something new every stream. I'm assuming he's saying that he learns what not to do, which I appreciate. Wow, I was here over 2 hours ago and I'm still not first. Lynn, if you would like to be first, remind me, because I know I will forget, but I'll try and remember. Yep, for those of you that missed the comment earlier, Artie is, well, he's never been a criminal, and now apparently his government actually agrees with that. So we'll see how it goes. So you saw the picture. The main picture is of the Baars, which I posted a couple places. Some people say it's just a spelling error, but I don't know if I believe that. I sort of wonder if they did it for trademark infringement. I can't figure it out. But I thought I'd start with some lions. This is the one that was not around on Sunday when I went to open everything, but it's here now. So I thought I'd take it out and we'll pop it up there and we'll see. I guess let me know in the chat. Do you want to see me unbox this and try and get this running as well? I can pull down the F3 that's up there, and I could pop this up there if we want to maybe give it a try. Because why not? Tonight's a little bit about switching it up. I do have some different trains, well, some different trains running over there. You can see it's the usual locomotive pulling the Heinz car, and the other train is hiding off in the corner, but it'll be around in a second. They meant to spell it Baars. They may have. Just a weird way to say bear. I'm going to guess they looked it up and there's probably some trademark. I don't know. Roger says, yes, locomotive. Lynn says, make it run. Norman says, yeah, run it. High Plains Railroad says, no. I don't know if he's responding to me running the Loco or something else, but I kind of have to laugh at it anyway. Yeah. Yes, it was manufactured to be played with. Yeah, I agree. I think it's good to take the trains out. So you can kind of see the other train making its way. It's reversing out of the other area. But this is the Z-scale, some of the Z-scale Ringling Circus set. Unfortunately, what I found is I tried to put 6 cars on it, and just with all the curves and stuff, it just kept derailing. Primarily on the push part, but even a little bit on the pull part. Art says, run it, but only if you don't unbox it. That would be pretty impressive. That's a new AZL locomotive there, a switcher I got, a Pennsylvania Railroad switcher that I got particularly because I wanted it for this layout, pushing around some Z-scale circus trains. So I got that up there, and yeah, so I thought the two things we do tonight is I'd add this train to the O-scale circus train and see if we could do it without the O-scale falling off the track and landing on my head, because I think that would be something good to do. And we'll try and get this box car, and it looks like people want to see the steam engine running, so we can probably make that happen as well. So yeah, people were talking a little bit earlier about how sore I was. I was very sore on Sunday. Worked out again on Monday, and oddly enough, once your body kind of gets used to the working out thing, it stops being so painful. You seem to recover a little faster. Which circus was based in Sarasota, Florida? Ringling Brothers. Well, Baraboo, Wisconsin was their summer place, I guess, and their winter headquarters was down in Sarasota, Florida. I think Pappy was saying he's looking forward to seeing the LGB train set that he picked up. It's going to be fun. I don't know where I'm going to put it, though. I may have to sell off a couple things or give away a couple things in order to find a place for it, because I'm kind of hitting the rafters right now. Oh, well, that's true. That is true as well. Andrew from Mr. Petrovic says, here's $5 to run the Wilson Brothers set that you don't have yet. I am really hoping that I can actually run the set. I don't know if the locomotive can make it around my curves. It's a steam locomotive, so it's kind of long. So I don't know how that's gonna go. I've never been to Baraboo. I really want to go, just to see it. Lynn wants to know when I'm going to share it. Lynn, I think you should post it on your YouTube page so that we can all go to your page and see it. Yeah, I feel this way as well. O-Gauge is pretty good about not derailing. I don't have any turnouts, and I did recently switch from 036 to 060 curves, and the 060 curves seem to really be doing well. I'm pretty happy with it. So the Loco box is as wide as my car trunk. Yeah, I mean, luckily it's steam, so you've got the the tender and the whatever you call the main part. So hopefully it'll make the turns, but I don't know. It might be something that I have to get out when I set up my garden railroad, because Dave BNSF wants to know which circus was based in Delavan, Wisconsin. I have no idea. No idea, the answer. Mike from Wigan and Nasty says, when you're there, see the Dells on the ducks and see the circus too. I'm assuming he's... Andy, you can't just, repeat the city name and add circus to the end of it and have it be correct. I don't know if that's right. Yeah, Adam Cruz, I've been trying to convince Andy a step that we should start a Garden Railroad Club on Governor's Island. I'm trying to get him to do all the work to start that. But yeah, if we can get a Garden Railroad set up somewhere where I could run that train, maybe, you know what I should do? I should reach out to the people that run the event up in the Bronx and see if I could run it for, a weekend or whatever during the train show that is up at the Bronx. I've got a video of it on my channel, obviously. Maybe not obviously, but it's around the holiday time. They do a big train show that's really, really pretty awesome. So let me start with... we'll open this guy up and we'll take a look at it. I think I'm a little too close. We'll take a look at this. Yeah, see, now we're talking. Trigoglin says, I'm sure you have a club somewhere close by. If you don't know Pappy, for Pappy, an 8-hour drive is somewhere close by. So our idea of close, slightly different, but yeah, you should take over Central Park with your garden road. How awesome would that be? So this, I've got, if we look back there, I've got one boxcar. It is the, what is it? I don't even remember. It's the Tiger boxcar. So we're going to add the Lion boxcar to it as well. The High Plains Railroad says, I'm very tech challenged. Are there any layouts or museums in the New York City area that would be have to go see? I'm going to go vacation there next week. So next week might be a little tough, but, well, if you're here next week, you should come to Strasbourg. What are you doing May 20th to 22nd? Come out to Strasbourg. But there are some things worth seeing in the area. Definitely clubs worth seeing. Gulliver's Gate, which is worth seeing, finally got their stuff back. My understanding is they're planning on setting up over in Staten Island, where the Staten Island Ferry Terminal is. So, Darren, that is so awesome that you're here. Darren is the gentleman, he sold me 4 of the G-scale trains that are not actually running on the G-scale loop right now. But he sold me 4 of those, and then he's the guy that Pappy went and picked the train up for. So if you want to see Darren, check out Pappy Trigoglin's video. Darren took time out of his day and showed Pappy their club layout. So that's really pretty cool. That's really pretty cool. Yeah, so Andrew, Mr. Britovid, introduced me to Darren, and it's been an adventure ever since that introduction. Awesome, America Model Railroad says 8-hour drive. That's to the front mailbox. Yeah, close the door so the big cats will jump out. I did. I made sure to shut the door pretty quick. So Trigoglin, obviously not talking about me, talking about Darren. Super great guy. So yeah, Darren, do you have a YouTube channel? Do you post some of your stuff up there? I didn't notice this last time. These have metal wheels. I don't know if all of those have metal wheels. Now I'm yeah, they all have metal wheels. I didn't realize that they had metal wheels. So we're gonna stop this. We'll pull this out of the way. We'll get the big cats up here. So you guys can't see this, but I just noticed the coupler on this boxcar here is really high, and it's much higher than this one, which explains, I think, probably why this guy was uncoupling. Oh no, although that's much more lined up. Let's see if I put this here, if it's any better. I think I do need to get some KD couplers, put them on here, so that I have a little bit more consistency with the coupling. That's going to come undone in a second, I can tell already. Well, let's give it a run, see if it works, and we'll go from there. So what did I miss while everyone was talking? Boy, the farmers all around here are going to town on plowing and planting. Yeah, Andrew, check it out. I'm assuming you've seen Darren's club layout, but it was really pretty cool. Have a boxcar with an emission? Where's which car? Joe says better late than not at all. Yeah, it happens. Did you check it with the NMRA gauge? I do not have any HO NMRA gauges. I have, all of mine are N scale. So, Trigoglin says Darren's gonna have to hook back up with you so I can show everybody the 7.5. I actually didn't know Darren was into 7.5. Coupler Shimageddon. Yeah, the train's not going too far back and forth. Yeah, as I add more and more cars, there's not much way to go. High Plains Railroad, I'm driving roughly 1,300 miles one direction with family, so I'll see what can happen May 20th weekend. It'll be 2 against 1, so the odds are not in my favor. Well, hopefully you can make it. If you email me, I can send you the name of some clubs in the area. I'm not sure what's going to be open as far as clubs go for just general access, but there are definitely some good clubs in the area. Andrew Mr. Victova says, I used to belong to Darren's club, Heath. Time got stretched thin at the time. Yeah. Yes, I need some 7.5 gauge in my studio. That would go over really well. Gulliver's Gate, it was right in Manhattan. Now it's going to be out on Staten Island. So this is the car we're getting to. The heavyweight 1/0 scale train. This is the Ligon Tigers and BAARS train, but I'm going to push this aside for a second. Let's give this guy a go first. We'll see if I can get this running because, because why not? Why not give this a try? Man, I would love to take over the hallway. I wish I had all the money in the world. I wish I had all the money in the world. It's not. Oh, that's a good point, Andy. There is the Transit Museum in Brooklyn. It's a decent place. It's an interesting visit, I think, but it is pretty cool. Yeah, welcome the RWBY Rail fan. Glad I'm not the only one who plans to have circus trains. If this is your first time here and you don't by some chance already know, I've got G-scale circus trains, I've got O-scale circus trains, I've got HO circus trains. The N-scale circus trains are all these right here. All of these in here are all N-scale circus trains. Obviously the Z-scale circus trains, oh, it's hiding right now, but it'll be back. So yeah, I'm a little bit insane with the circus stuff, I guess you can say. The High Plains Railroad, if you're the only driver, then you got more pull. I agree. Just drive the car where you want to go. Atlanta East in HO scale. The volume went down. Man, went down when I turned around. Could have happened. John 2618 finally setting up my new train space. See, I would have set it up first, but I'm sure your wife would have complained a little bit. Have you the Walther Sunset 5629? I don't know what the Walther Sunset 26 Walther's Sunset. Would you say 5629? Is it a circus thing? Sunset Walther's. Oh, yes, it's right. So if people don't know, Walther's, you can't see it in that shot. Let's see. Can you see it in this shot? Yes, you can see it in the shot. So Walther's came out with a whole set of circus trains, and what he's asking about is the locomotive from that set. So here's all the, let's see, I don't know if you can see me, but here's all the cars, here's all the accessories, here's some of the tents, and the locomotive is right here. I don't have it out of the box. I've actually nothing from this set has actually been out of the box. But yeah, so I bought that whole set. I do have that. Yes, so High Plains Gulliver's Gate was in Manhattan. There was some disagreement about the space, and they lost the space, but they are getting their stuff back, and they're going to be, making it happen. Yeah, no need to apologize. Feel free to ask questions. I get very easily distracted, so if I miss your question, feel free to ask again. Is the Ringling Brothers Loco DCC ready? That's a good question. You're asking if this one here is DCC ready, this new one? I have absolutely no idea. I am going to guess, although I don't see any wires. There are no wires going back to the tender. Generally on things like this, you can put the decoder in the tender and then just run the wires up front. And it's generally easy-ish. So it probably can be converted. Right now, though, what's running back here, this is actually DC. That locomotive, this is DCC, but a lot of the stuff is DC. Yeah, if I could. Dragon Ball Tech is apparently crawling around on the floor now for a screw. Get a magnet. Get a magnet and just sort of wave it back and forth along the floor and see if you can find it. Darn, I was going to ask you how well a runner it was because I will in time slowly assemble the great circus train. I don't know. Do I have a second one? No, I don't have a second one. I do want to run it. My problem, I don't really have a layout. I've got a lot of back and forth tracks, and I've got the loops overhead, but I don't really have an HO layout except for the back and forth. So I haven't really had a chance to pull out a lot of the HO stuff, but I will. One thing I didn't mention actually too, and you might not be able to see it, but all this is Roundhouse Circus stuff. So all the Roundhouse Circus stuff is also down here. Here's a bunch of lifelike circus stuff. This is older circus stuff. So I've got a lot of HO stuff, but I need to find a way to get it all together. Digger says, ahoy, everyone. Just calling in for a few minutes before bedtime. Digger, thanks for swinging by. Yeah, Gulliver's Gate, we can get into the story another time, but yeah, it's kind of a frustrating story. But it's, you know. Anyway, man, this chat is slow. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it goes a little faster. Yeah, there you go. Just get the magnet. Just get the magnet. Online says DCC ready if it's 53701. 53, I don't one of these days I will figure out the focus on this camera and everything will go so much smoother, but for now we'll just keep making everything out of focus. And that's why I put, oh, I see what I did. No, it's on full. There you go. 53701. So now I just got to figure out, I need to figure out what decoder goes in it. So, Adam, that's your job for the night, is find out which decoder I need to put in this and drop it in Discord. I do have a Discord channel. If people don't know, links down in the description. When did the circus start using trains? Boy, I don't know. Boy, I wish. That is a great question. I am going to bet that the answer is in this book that I've got on my desk that you can't see right now because everything is out of focus. I bet the answer is in this book. I don't know what the answer is, but that is a good question. Probably around the time of what you're modeling. But I don't know the answer. There we go. Support everybody, please. I don't demand it, but I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm getting a little confused. I'm a little tired. I am going to open up this train. Before I open up this train, I do want to just thank everyone that are members of the channel, both here on YouTube and on Patreon, as well as thanking the channel sponsors. Please check out the sponsors. They've offered some pretty good discount codes. And they sell some great stuff. So this is about 30 seconds long. I'll be right back in a moment.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
See that? Look, the unboxings are getting faster. Here we go. Full color combined Bachman and Williams catalog, over 300 pages. Oh, your locomotive's outer box and or label will include if it is equipped with smoke. Your locomotive may be equipped with smoke. Does say to break it in, but you know, you know how that goes. We're just going to run it on the track. Google says first circus train was in 1872. I saw a couple other people say that. Dragon Ball Tech says 1872 as well. So Edward, is that your time frame? Is that your world close enough? At least let's stop Mr. Train back here, and let's pull this guy off the track. Pull the Loco off. We'll move it over here, I guess. Why not? Break in, exactly. I am trying very hard not to break things. Okay, I just did the funniest thing, and I'm gonna recreate it for everybody. I figured I'd take the tender off. So I went to reach in and grab the tender, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't grab the tender. Apparently there's a plastic cover on top of it. So don't do what I do, do what somebody else does. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to let the blue smoke out. Is running it on the track how you break it in? My understanding is yes. My understanding is they say you should run it not hooked up to anything for a little bit. What I've heard is you want to run it forward and run it backwards. It breaks in the magnet on the brushes. It wears them down enough that they seat a little better, and apparently that's what you want to do. Pete Soretta caught me. What are all the HDMI cables on the desk are you revamping? So Pete noticed I've got, these are actually DisplayPort cables right here. These are HDMI cables. What I'm planning to do, these are longer HDMIs. This camera is connected via HDMI, and you kind of, let's see, can you see it? Yeah, you can see. So here's the cable right now for that camera. It just sort of drapes over everything. So the plan is to use these cables, run things up and down, and I've got another actually camera just sitting here on the floor that's not hooked up right now. So yeah, 3 different speeds, forward and reverse, 15 minutes each. That's what you should do. Yep. Run it forward and backwards for 10 minutes or however much time you have. And theoretically, I mean, it's going to run back and forth for 10 minutes, right? It's just that it's going to be pulling some things. So this tender is, it's Bachmann value quality. Ah, copyright Feld Entertainment. It says, I don't know if you can make that out depending on what device you're on, but it does say copyright Feld Entertainment on it. So the tender's got a, a wacky little doohickey connector there. Yeah, I'm gonna look into what couplers I might need to swap that out. Did the chat stop, or is it just me? Is nobody chatting anymore? Is anybody still here? Maybe everybody left. That would be hilarious. If like everyone all of a sudden just completely left and was completely gone and nobody anymore was watching. So Joe Rader says not DCC ready, but Adam Cruz said it was ready. So yeah, it does seem that way. So for people that don't know, I originally was not planning on buying the Bachmann stuff. But then one of our fellow model railroad YouTubers, Nathan DeLay, he started talking about it, and I just couldn't I couldn't resist. And now I mean, it's kind of cool looking. I mean, all things considered, it's kind of neat. It looks a little bit like if you grab like this guy. So here's this is a roundhouse HO scale locomotive 060 Loco with tender. 316 Ringling Brothers. This is 15, it says. But you look at the quality, You look at the quality of a kit like this, a roundhouse kit from who knows how long ago, and then you look at the quality of a modern day Bachmann. I mean, it's, Nathan forced me, and I'm sticking to that story. Now, Nathan's been a good support about it. I've been giving him a hard time about it, but yeah, and I've got this problem too. I like to call it GAS, gear acquisition syndrome. Joey from Late Night Model Railroad says, I have a nasty habit of buying all of the expensive models. Martin says it may be DCC ready, but it's not dropping. Let's see what Adam posted the link up, I think, for me. Ooh. Let's see. Did he post the link? Where'd you post the link, Adam? I don't see it. I must be blind. Oh, did you post it? Oh, Adam says maybe not DCC ready. That's all that's inside the boiler. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, well, we can figure it out eventually. If anybody knows, this plastic stuff is great. I love how soft it is. I want to make my bed sheets out of it. So, it's interesting. It's okay. I don't understand where I'm not seeing where the little thing hooks into back here. How does the tender connect to the... Oh, that's the wrong one. I wanted to go this one. Let's go back over here. Chat amongst yourselves as I figure this out. Yeah, where does it just... Where's the hole? That's weird. If that's all it does is go like that, that's kind of weird. But maybe that's it. Maybe that's all it does. Now we'll see. If people don't know, I use the Motormans from Iowa Scaled Engineering on my back and forth tracks. I love these things. They do both DC and DCC, and I could not be any less happy with them. I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for. Well, it moved. I think that's a good sign. I don't think making bed sheets out of slick plastic is a good idea, Heath. Randall, you got to try it. You got to try it. You'd suffocate with it, I know. That plastic is called plastic slip sheets. Ooh. Joey, you got to send me the link so I know where to get some. Chat doesn't seem to like me here for some reason. Why do you think chat doesn't like you? Yeah, life story right there. Life story right there. Duct tape. I derailed the whole live stream with one question. It does not take much to get me off track, but it happens. What one question gets me off real quick. Yeah, so what's interesting with these live streams is even though there are lots of people watching, sometimes the chat like flies by and other times it doesn't go anywhere. And it's just kind of it's the nature of the streams a little bit. It's just kind of the way it is, but it catches up again. It catches up again. Is it hard on the engine to go back and forth? No, or at least it's not supposed to be. Or at least I don't think so. Maybe. Good question for the chat. What do people think in the chat? Is it bad? Is it bad or not? Oh, that's a good point too. If you're on top chat, change it to live chat. That's sometimes a little bit better. RWBY Railfan, if you're saying you know a Model 2 that I might like, I would say you're probably correct. There's probably 100 or so models that I would like. It's pretty cool that it is. I don't know if you probably can't see it, but it actually does spin the wheels a little bit when it starts going because it's not quite heavy enough to go, and I don't think there's any traction tires or anything. If you can find me a caboose, is there a Bachman Ringling Brothers caboose? If there is, send me the link. Do you know of the 2 open air cars at the Circus World Museum? I do not. I've never been to Circus World Museum or some other things like that, unfortunately. So I will get there, though. I say that now, but you know, hopefully I will live long enough to be able to retire, to be able to go visit all of these places that I want to visit. I think it's so cool. The trains are just running right over my head right there. You can see the HO scale train going. So does Bachman have a Ringling Brothers Circus caboose? Let's see. Bachman Ringling Brothers. I can't spell Brothers caboose. I think this is G scale though. Yeah, this is G scale. Which I knew Bachman had some G scale stuff. I don't know if they have an HO scale version though. But I'll have to take a look. Wait, where's Dave going in an hour? Oh, to the Circus Museum? That's too cool. When I get up there, I'll message you and you'll have to come visit. The High Plains Road says, I like how that worked. No, it could possibly. Is there any other answer for it will hurt the engine? I don't know. I don't think anybody else answered. I don't think it will hurt the engine. But I don't know. Your head is a speed bump. So Pete's asking, can you slow down easily on the Motorman? Yes, you can. If I switch to here, let's see if I move this down a little bit. I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not, but there's a little manual button or a little manual function. So you can program the settings or you can go to manual and just lower it down a little bit. What I've found a lot of times with the DC locomotives in particular, if I start running them off pretty slow, they'll stall and stuff like that. So part of why I give them a little gas at the beginning is to get them fired up, to get them excited, to get them moving, stuff like that. Darren, thanks so much for being here. I am so excited to get this set. Hopefully I'll get it here within a couple of weeks, but it's probably going to make a couple stops on the way. But I will be seeing it in person at Strasbourg, and hopefully not too long after that, it'll make its way to New York City. Here's some of the events coming up that I am participating in for those that don't know. May 10th, tonight, Trains and Tech. If you notice there's no topic there, I don't know what I'm going to be talking about tonight, so I can't begin to tell you, but it is May 10th, it is Trains and Tech. Next week, May 17th on Trains and Tech, Andy Estep is going to be joining me. If you don't know Andy, he's been here, he lives in New York, he's another modeler. There's a video, a live stream with Andy showing off his caboose that he's got in his backyard. But Andy's going to come over. He's got a DCC locomotive that he wants to test out. He doesn't have a DCC system at home. So he's going to come here on May 17th. We'll do a little DCC testing. May 18th, I'm going to co-host on TSG Multimedia. If you don't know the channel, check out the channel. But John, who is the host of TSG Multimedia, does a Wednesday night show called Train Talk with John and Michelle. I'm going to be Michelle. Michelle's not available, so I'm stepping in. I'm going to join him for some conversations. And then May 20th to 22nd, if everybody doesn't know already, Strasbourg is happening. I'll be there. Sparky will be there. DJ Trains is going to be there. Nathan DeLay is going to be there. Dave from Crooked River and Eastern is going to be there. It's going to be a whole bunch of people there. That's for sure. So, yeah, check it out. That's what's happening. So, looking for a circus caboose, Corky's HO Circus Train. Lynn, if you don't remember, do you remember that huge box that I got from Jason the Train Freak? Like the huge, huge box. That's the Corky's train set, and that's down there. I know, I heard, Andy, we got to take a trip. I heard that they're up there, and we you know, we got to make it up there. It will not damage the gears. However, the engine will ask itself, is this all that I am? Is this all that there is to life? Bachmann does not have an HO scale Ringling caboose from RWBY Railfan, but I believe you can find decals for Circus World Museum's X, CNNY bay window caboose. That's true. I could make it. I haven't gotten into that part of it yet, but I need to get into that. There's the link to John's channel if people want to go check out his channel and come visit me on Wednesday. Sparky, if you don't know, is streaming tomorrow at 7 o'clock on Sparky 107 107. So check that out as well. Ringling Brothers caboose link in Discord for me. Yeah, that's the G scale one, Don. I think that's the G scale one. Is that? Oh no, wait. It's whoa, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Don, I apologize. I jumped to conclusions. Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey, HO scale. Is it Bachmann? It is Bachmann. More than 10 available, 3 sold. I bought stuff from Go Nitro before. They're actually not too far. They're not too far away. I'm going to. No, I'm not adding it to my cart. I'm not about to buy it. I'm just. Let's just move on. Jim putting out the part number as well. I will definitely be checking that out as well. My friend Tony is sometime engineer. Oh, Andy, come on. We got to make a trip. We got to make a trip. Let's go. Borrow that van. Let's go make a trip. Buy it immediately. He says he's got like 10 left. Yeah, I think Sparky may all that time. I stopped screen sharing to buy it. No, Nathan DeLay is a bad enough influence. I'm not gonna give in to peer pressure and buy trains live while on this stream. I'm not gonna do it. No. I will not regret doing it. But if you buy something in the stream, we all have to take a drink. Let's open this guy up because I don't know if Second Section Podcast is on tonight, and I do want to open this car up and get it up there. So for people that don't know, there is a little bit of background. Do I get a finder's fee payment? No, you owe me money. When you spend me money, you owe me money. Grandpa Rail saying, "Here's caboose money, buy it now." In all fairness, I am gonna probably buy it after the show, but I'm going to look around. One thing that I found out is that Iron Planet Hobbies, the company that's been sponsoring me for the longest, they're the first sponsor on the channel. I get all of my DCC stuff from them. I got my TCS UWT50. I got my Digitrax UT6D. All this Pico track comes from them. Ryan can also get Bachmann stuff. So before I buy it on eBay or anywhere like that, I want to reach out to Ryan at Iron Planet Hobbies and just see if he can get it for me instead, because I'd really like to support him just because of all the support he's given to me. It's cheaper now. Roy says he already completed the purchase. No, Norman's right. See, I'm gonna check it out. Second Section was every other week, and then they started doing every week, and then I'm not really sure. Iron Planet Hobbies, as far as DCC stuff, especially decoders, their price without the discount is fantastic. If you haven't, check them out and use the code. I mean, it's work. Donhead, reverse finder's fee. That's how it works around here. If you force me to buy something, if you twist my arms, as they say. So here's the story. And I'm not an expert in this story, but if you look at the O-scale train that's going by right now, it says Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey on it. And there are, I believe there are 7 cars, if I'm not mistaken, of the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey set. There is the horse baggage car, the elephant baggage car, advertising car number 1, which I don't remember what it is. There's the pie car that looks like advertising car number 1. It's like the same thing in 2 different paint schemes. Then there's also, oh, I think that's the diner car maybe. I don't remember what all the cars are. I'm totally forgetting and I can't see it from up there. But basically there's 7 different cars. I think my understanding is to start getting around copyright stuff, they came out with a similar but different series. Does that make any sense? They came out with a similar but different series. So this is called, instead of Ringling Brothers, it's called Circus Transport Railroad. And this is another baggage car, but instead of, horses or elephants like they have, on one side you've got da Baars. Actually it says lions and tigers and bears. And on this side it says lions and tigers and bears. And it's got a tiger and it's got a lion. So this one, mine is fairly unique. You don't see it everywhere. It comes up very rarely. Found it on eBay. The last one that I believe that I don't have in this set is the Chimps car. There's a K-line Chimps that I saw, but so I'm close, very close to completing the set. RWBY Railfan says, if I'm going to buy a circus train, don't have any on me. Sadly, it'd be the Walthers 1967 C car with the Hagenbeck sells stock car and 1 flat car. I got them up there. If you want, I saw you just joined Discord. Send me a message. I've got a couple extras that are over and above, the full set. Send me a message and I'll see if I've got any of those in the extra stuff. Cool fact: the K-line heavyweight tooling are essentially sized up Athearn Blue Box heavyweights. That's really cool. I like this series. I found some of them with a different box style, but I like this box style a lot. So, Mini Prince does not have lions, tigers, and bears, but Mini Prince does have. Of course, you're putting me on the spot now, and I'm not going to be able to find them, and I'm going to get in trouble because I can't find them. Oh, where did I put them? I've got elephants. I have Mini Prince elephants. I think they're up there. I don't have them out, but I will get them. DB Tech says, nice, I love lions and tigers. Wait, what happened to the SP? Which SP? Oh, the SP back there. The SP is over here. It's hanging out on the shelf. Actually, I think you can see it better here. The SP's right here, hanging out on the shelf. We'll get it back eventually. The elephant in the room, yeah. Luckily, he sent me N-scale elephants, so I got 4 of them to fit in here. K-line was really the best. I missed them because they kept the prices down and put out nice products. Andy, a step, I agree. I hit the like button and it made me tipsy. I wish I could hit it 10 more times. John, Mystic Southern Railway, just hit the like button once. It helps. It does help. Subscribing, liking, all that kind of stuff helps. So here's where the adventure begins. What I think is going to happen next is when I see that train come around again, I'm going to stop it using my Lionel Universal Orange Remote. I'm going to disconnect the locomotive from the first baggage car, and I'm going to put this car between it. So there will now be 8 cars running around in a circle. And my hope is that when I do this, that it's not going to do a string line derailment and I'll fall on my head. Because, you know, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen. It might happen. Oh, Andy, a step. Now you're... After watching The Adventure Begins with like Remo Williams, I used to climb all over everything. I used to like walk across the back of the couch and jump onto chairs and it was so point. Yeah, exactly. You know, if you're gonna give a thumbs down, just give a thumbs up. You know, it helps. Yeah, it is gonna be. I'll admit, I'm slightly nervous about this. I don't know how nervous I am about it, but I am definitely slightly nervous about it. I'm going to try and do this just off of the stool as well. So I don't have a ladder set up to really get up there really well. So, you know, I might put it on and not have it on all the way and find out that I knock it off the track. Ooh, I got spare bulbs. That's interesting. This is a different style bulb than I thought it would. This car is equipped with the K-line stream lighting system, which provides bright, even illumination to the interior of the cars. The bulbs pointing up are from one circuit or string, the alternate with the bulbs from the other circuit, those pointing down. Replacement boards. I wonder if they make LED replacement boards. I will have to call K-line customer service or email K-line at their AOL email address and give them a call. Don't half-ass it. Where's the ladder? It'll probably take me about 6 hours to get the ladder out at the rate I'm going. But let's, you know, what could go wrong, right? Famous last words, what can go wrong? Let's see. So now we're reaching up here. I'm trying to find... Well, I can't find it, so we're just going to lift it up. I was trying to see if I could find the little button to push on the coupler. What's it called? 1997, not too old. Are there any people in the chat right now that are younger than 1997? I don't know. I don't know how old that would make you. But yeah. Roger, O-scale is big. O-scale is definitely big. Oh, let's see. Joey, don't be nervous. I'm a professional. What could go wrong? Yeah, so the biggest thing that could really go wrong is that I knock into something that knocks the G scale off the track. And that's real. Oh, or I could do that too. All right, I need some guidance. Which way do I go? Front or back? So if you don't know what I did, I tripped the breaker on it. But I got the one truck on. I got the other truck on. Oh, that didn't work very well. So I've got it on the tracks. I'm trying to couple it up now. Let's see. I got the one coupled up. No, that didn't work very well. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay. Everything's coupled up. So what could go wrong now, right? What could go wrong is that it's off the track. Now we've got sound too because I tripped the breaker. Surprised they didn't put a fax number in there. Is there a fax number? Let's see. Doesn't look like there is a fax number. But that would have been good if they put a fax number on this. Because then I could have faxed them. Alright, I'm gonna go back over here. Let's see if it's on the track. Oh, that would be backwards. So far, no problems. I think I'm gonna stand in the center of the room though. So if they do fall, I don't get clocked in the head. It is true, lawyers still do use fax machines. So for those that were out wondering what I was talking about, May 18th, there he is, TSG Multimedia. Go check him out. John was late again. Not only were you late, John, but depending on whether Second Section Podcast comes on or not, this could be the end of the stream. But there it is. It's still running. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, there's 8 of them running. So this now goes. You can't see it, but the locomotive's here, and the last car is here. So I am more than halfway around the room with this thing. Dennis is back just in time. Dennis, we are running. We've added the Lions, Tigers, and Bears car to the overhead train, and I don't know if you guys can hear the sound or not, but the sound is going, and things are actually Cameron from Caboose 121 says, my condolences for having to babysit Heath next week. Might be the other way around. My plan C is to be oh. Sorry, Artie. We tried. Secret. I didn't think it was a secret. Was it supposed to be a secret? We didn't, I think we missed that part of the communication, that it was supposed to be a secret. But that's pretty cool. We got a couple new cars. On the HO setup. We got the let's move that camera up. Let's change the camera angle. So there we go. Got some new cars there, got some new stuff overhead. Robert Darby says, I wonder what the subject will be for that Wednesday. If people want to guess, they can guess. Roy says, Heath, doesn't look like Section is going live tonight. Well, I timed it to end right at 9 o'clock. I set him up. I got him lined up. And now it's all good. It's all good. So who wants to talk about something? I'm trying to think, what do I have to, what else can we talk about? I've got a lot of stuff to do. I really need to get back to building this layout already. I really need to get back to doing some of this stuff on the time saver. Eddie Pappert says, adjust your O-scale speed from time to time to protect the motors. What happens to the motors if you don't, if you just let it run? I tend to just let it run. Oh, yeah. Joey says, the secrets I keep are the ones people pay me not to say anything about. Exactly. Tim says next Wednesday we'll be on hairstyling. Yeah. John and I talking about hairstyling. New job. Are you driving a train or are you running a train? Split Rock would say you're running a train. How big is the room? It looks tiny. It is 9 feet in this direction by 8 feet in this direction by 11 feet in that direction. So it's taller than it is in any other direction. TSG Multimedia says, yeah, hairstyles are my forte. Dennis, work has just been running me ragged lately, and I have not, I just haven't gotten there. Yeah, the chances of me breaking 4 hours tonight is very unlikely. Yeah, Roger, it's tiny. I mean, you know, I got G scale and O scale running around the ceiling in a 9 foot by 8 foot loop, essentially. John's layout room isn't much bigger, but John is so. One thing that I may alter, may change or whatnot, but a lot of the stuff in here is kind of collecting stuff, sort of, some of it. But I might be able to go all the way around the room at some point. But for now, it's good. John, Jason the Train Freak, and Amanda actually, I think, went for 4 hours and 11 minutes the other day. Casey Jones says, watch your speed. Joey says, I throttle my trains. I'm not sure if he means like throttle or if he means something different. Heath, how many scales are running? So right now, currently, we've got O and G up top, and of course, neither of them are, well, there they come now. So we've got O and G up there. We've got Z scale down here. And we've got, what do we've got? We've got HO and N scale right there. So if you're new to the channel and don't know, because I know there are a couple people that aren't here, the N scale layout, let's try this one. Nope, that doesn't show it. Let's try this one. This back here, this is all going to be my N scale layout when I get to it. It's going to be a point-to-point layout. The problem with the room size, for those that are like saying like, oh, my room's the same size, what I want to know is, does your door swing in or out? The fact that this door is a 36-inch wide door and it swings in makes everything extremely difficult in here to sort of plan a real layout, because a 36-inch swinging door requires a huge lift out. Wonder if I can drive the LRT with the UWT. You'll have to let us know. John 2618, wait, your train room isn't that big. But John 2618 loves the rail serve style. I mean, I'm actually very curious to see if he's going to get some advice from Mr. Thomas Klomoski on building his layout, because I think there's going to be something exciting to see out of John's room. My 10x10 room, the door swung in, but I made it a barn door, and I wish I could make this sliding. Yeah, Lynn says he removed the door, which would be nice if I could do that. Having the Z at the bottom makes it look even further away. It's actually not even at the bottom. The Z scale is actually at this height. It's right at eye level. So you can kind of walk up to it and be right at it, but the camera angle is pointing down on it, so it looks different. Yeah, I live in an apartment building. The room that I'm in is, technically it's an office. So I rent an office space in the building, and that's what I use as my YouTube studio, my work from home office. I work for a company in Atlanta, Georgia. So when I'm working from home, this is my work office. So it needs to be presentable as a work office. It's obviously my YouTube studio. It's my multi-scale circus layout room, and a lot of other things like that. My bench work is 9 foot by 12 foot, Roger Coleman. Roger, do you have a around the room, or, oh yeah, you have an around the room, right? Or it's just along one wall? I believe it's around the room, if I'm remembering correctly. Put a teleport door in, that should work. I wish. The only room I have that small is the bathroom. Oh, that's too funny. Put a London Bridge behind the door, it joins in the middle. So if, and this is kind of a big if, the staging yard is right here. And the thought is I could do a single, maybe even a double track around behind the desk and then in front of the door. And if I do it in front of the door, what I'm thinking is I will get a somewhat scaled down 3D printed Hell's Gate bridge. And it'll be a lift out Hell's Gate bridge. But the thought is that Hell's Gate bridge would be the thing that goes in front of the door. The problem becomes, if I put that in, you can't get out of the room. or if I have it in, people can't get into the room. So it's kind of tough. John 2618 says mine is on 4 walls. 2618 Joey says I want a big layout, but really narrow shelves so I don't have to model a lot of scenery. It'll just be operations based. This layout is 85% ops based. There is a small area over here that I'm going to do an end scale circus scene, but essentially it's a staging yard, it's a 3-track industry, it's a huge main yard, and then it's a time saver puzzle over here on the left side. So this is really going to all be about switching. You don't need scenery for ops, but it's nicer to look at. What I like about scenery, and part of why I laid out some of the stuff the way I laid it out, is I like the train to go behind the scenery and then come back out. So the industry here is at the back, so the trains are in front of the industry. But then for the main yard, the yard is in front, so the main line is behind as well. I forget about it too. I do have T-track down here as well, which I got to work on that also. My list of things to work on is so far beyond. So if people are wondering, no, it's not $1,000 a month. It's not $1,000. Heath, yes, very much like yours. That's a good ratio of ops to scenery. I do want a couple of signature scenes for fun, and that's the plan. Is I'll have probably like 1 signature industry, and the rest, I'll probably do a bunch of PGH Train Fanatic background flats. They come with LED lights. They do have some depth and stuff to them. So I will likely do a lot of background type of flats and stuff like that. And my signature scene will be the circus coming to town, and it'll be a circus setup, right here on this side. That is kind of the whole intention. Oh, Norman, are you spreading fake news? Oh, he's talking about the $1,000 a month. Yeah, it happens. I'm paying $1,200 a month for a 2-bedroom house with a yard. Yeah, not here in the city. Not here in the city. Flats are a great effective way to add industries. Yeah, I do think corners. I'm going to do some things in the corners to try and do some, what do they call it? Oh, vanishing points. I'll try and do some vanishing point things in each of the corners. Do a couple of other things. Yeah, right? It's kind of funny. I feel the same way as well. I hope to one day have a layout worthy of John from TSG Multimedia wanting to come visit it. That would be pretty cool. Oh, another signature scene, actually, and I don't talk about this one as much because it's kind of the last thing that'll probably get built. But this is going to be my car float. And I think that the car float as well is going to be a signature scene. I want to do, kind of a New York City, car float like you see down in the 60s. Yeah, so $9.99. No, not quite. New York's expensive. I'm getting to work from home, and this is my office, so a lot of that is, an expense. It's a work expense. So, yeah, Roger, 100% N scale makes so much sense here. The other plan for people that weren't here when I talked about it, this shelf up here, which is now the HO and N scale, when the N scale moves down to the bigger layout, I'm going to do a little bit more of a switching something with the HO scale up here. So instead of like one train going back and forth, I'll try and do like one train going through like a scene or something like that as well. John from TSG Multimedia says, I'd visit whether there's a layout or not. It would be cool just to hang out with you guys. My goal and this is, we'll have to figure this out at some point, but John spends a lot of his time on the West Coast, and there's a lot of great railroads out there, so they deserve all the coverage. But I feel like he doesn't have enough East Coast railroads, and travel's expensive, right? So the issue would be that he has to pay for travel and expenses and everything. But my goal would be is to get John out east, and then he could come, hit a bunch of our different layouts on the East Coast and give the East Coast a little bit of love. Ah, there we go. John says, Joey says, John, I'll buy the plane ticket if you buy the beer, which sounds pretty darn good. N-Scale Cole says, I need to move 1,200 for a 1-bedroom, but N-Scale, are you like downtown in a city? Because that's, the way it is sometimes. Lynn McCurdy's got a question. He says, Human City Junction, are you going to try and do something like the Train Freak with your HOs? Lynn, I need a little bit more details. I'm not sure specifically what you're referring to. So give me a little more detail, and I'll come back to it. So TSG Multimedia came to Colorado, so visited a few here. Needs to come back, so Michelle and I can take them to CO Grail. I don't know what CO Grail is. We'll find out. I'm looking at the Z-Scale stuff, and it was a much bigger setup, but I cut it down because I wanted a little bit more space and a little bit easier to get to the N-Scale stuff. And I'm finding that the curves that I have are just way too small for what I want to run. So now I'm really starting to rethink the Z-Scale stuff as well. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. Don Head says, St. Louis is kind of in the middle, and there's a convention coming here. I think I'm going to miss St. Louis. I might try and head up to the Northeast RPM meet, though. That's in June, I think. It depends. We'll figure that out. My door would be open for sure. William A. is across town for me, so 2 for the price of 1 here in Richmond, Virginia. If John came to the East Coast, I would volunteer to be his key grip or something, and I'd come help him carry lights around just to be able to see some of these videos. And yeah, I mean, Amtrak's doing a big 5th anniversary thing, so maybe we can get Amtrak to sponsor John's what is that thing called when you go somewhere and like you go on a journey or whatever? The word is like, I wish I had one of the signs like Tom had. Oh wait, it's Amtrak's 51st year? I thought it was their 50th year. I thought all the Operation Lifesaver stuff was all for the 50th. John says, I have not found a good way to take my tripods and lights with me on a plane. John, you might need your lights, but I have light stands and I have tripods that you could definitely borrow. The Train Freak has a point-to-point with cities and switchling, slimming your time share. Yes. I'm basically same thing, point-to-point. The goal for the operations is time saver would be remote. The main yard and the industries would be 2 local operators, so 3 operators total. And we'd bring a train in from staging, break it down in the main yard, send it out to the industries, pick up the empties, bring them back, get the train out of the yard, bring the circus train in. The circus train would unload, set up, do a show. Circus train will pull it out, get back in. So Roger Coleman says, I'm on the fence regarding St. Louis. Are you on the arch or are you on the fence? I know that was like a horrible joke. 1,700 square foot house with a nice backyard for $750 mortgage. 4-bedroom, 2.5 baths. Incredible, right? Incredible. Sparky checking in. Good day, model railroaders. Sparky, if you haven't seen the list, May 20th to 22nd, we're going to Strasbourg. Join us. We'll all be there. Everyone in chat is going to be there. Joey says, I might actually make it to the Bay Area this fall. Wow, how did I get behind in the chat again? Oh, the problem is they don't want to, yeah, that is a problem. They don't want to pay. It's hard. It's hard. Epic trip, tour, no, expedition, excursion. No, that's not right. I was thinking, it's not like hermitage. It's like a, it's like when you go on that walk or whatever, and you just go like walk for like, a month or whatever. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, May 1st was 51 years. Oh, there you go. Shows you what I know. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, the High Plains will get a sponsorship from John to come out. No lithium battery. You can have lithium batteries on planes as long as you're under 100 something or other. And if you add up all of your camera batteries, you won't be over 100. And you could always just plug your batteries in. It happens, but you can see all the trains with the overhead shot. Yeah, this shot's pretty good. You can't, I guess you can just barely make out the Z scale right here. I didn't realize that at first. So yeah, Z here on this side. The N scale is going to move from here down to here. This will become more HO. And then, so I should, if I tip this camera down a little bit, I kind of had this camera set up so it could catch the Lionel stuff up top, but if I tip it down a little bit, I can have it, I can have it showing all of them. So that'd be pretty good. Uh-oh. Did Norman Rowe have a good idea? Walkabout, there you go, pilgrimage. I don't know if that was quite the right word I was looking for, but pilgrimage works. Like when people go to Mecca, what do they call that journey? Hermitage? Nice little hamlet. It's where wise potato chips are made. No, Tim, not that, but Artie. Isn't it daytime for you? Aren't you just getting started? Norman said to have a meet and greet in California. Oh, I get you. I missed that. John, you should set that up. Well, folks, if nobody has any more questions to really distract me from things, I might just start wrapping it up. Yeah, crusade. There you go. Not quite sure that's the word I was thinking about either, but maybe. Andy Estep, have to take a set of drills for work Korea trip. Lots of grief over it. Oh, yes. A drill battery. Yes, you're going to have troubles with drill batteries, but camera batteries shouldn't be a problem. Oh, so maybe, yeah. So I guess maybe TSG Multimedia is going to take an East Coast pilgrimage. So I am not going. I thought about that as well. Yeah, they're doing their convention in Nashville. Maybe I can convince my job to send me on a site visit to Nashville. Probably not, but John, have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Steven, thanks for coming as well. John says, I know somebody from Colorado who could set up a great meet and greet. I'm assuming he's talking about Adam Cruz. Could be talking about somebody else, but we'll see. Expedition. That's a pretty good word, expedition. Kind of like that one as well. Norman Rose saying goodnight as well. My daughters lived in Fowler, Kansas for a while with their mother. FL Railroad Dog, love the progress you are making. Let's see. I'll be chatting with her in June. Heath, you could set a Guinness World Record for most scales run simultaneously. I need to get the S scale going, though. I have S scale, but no tracks. I haven't figured out how to get that going. Yeah, if my girlfriend went to California, though, she would not be hanging out with me visiting trains. She would be, she'd be hanging out with friends and family. FL Railroad Dog says, Night Heath, sorry I got here so late. All good. As long as you show up and hit the like button, it's all good. I'm just kidding. Thanks everyone so much for being here. I am going to wrap this up. Work's been tough. It's the final, like, big 2-week push. Oh no, I guess this is the last week, really. So Friday's gonna be a little crazy this week, but we'll get through it. Next week's gonna be a lot of train stuff. Tuesday stream, Wednesday stream, going to Strasbourg. Sparky's streaming tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. I'll see everybody over there. From the city that never sleeps, farewell, model citizens.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.